Hey everyone, here is Tuesday, so here is lesson day. Today we're going to talk about doubting Thomas. You can find what I'm getting ready to talk about in John chapter 20, verses 20 and 19. Okay. Not long after Jesus was crucified and resurrected back to life, many people, even his own followers, doubted that Jesus was alive. And because Jesus knew this was going to happen, he actually showed himself to many, many people. But we're not going to look at all the people he appeared to. We're going to focus our attention on his main followers, especially a man named Thomas. Now, his disciples were probably talking about their time with Jesus, talking about all the good times and the bad times too they had together with Jesus. But probably in their hearts they were thinking that they would never see Jesus again. In John chapter 20, verse 19, it says, Then the same day at evening, being the first day of the week, when the doors were shut, where the disciples were assembled, for fear of the Jews, came Jesus and stood in the midst, and saith unto them, Peace be upon you. In chapter 20, verse 20. And when he had said, he showed unto them his hands and his side. Then were the disciples glad when they saw the Lord. Now I have a question. No. Have you ever told someone a true story but no one believes you? I think sometimes it's just human nature to want to doubt. Like, no, that didn't happen, or. Well, one of the disciples, whose name was Thomas, was not with the disciples when Jesus came. So the other disciples told him, We have seen the Lord. In John chapter 20, verse 24, Jesus' followers were so excited about seeing Jesus, they could not wait to speak to Thomas and tell him. But like we just said, some people will simply not believe you and just doubt everything you've just told them. But in John chapter 20, verse 25, the other disciples therefore said unto him, We have seen the Lord. But he said unto them, Except I shall see in his hands and the print of the nails, and put my finger into the print of the nails, and thrust my hand into his side, I will not believe. In other words, Thomas asked the question which many people ask today. If you are telling the truth, then prove it. Well, in John chapter 20, verse 26, And after 8 days, again his disciples were within, and Thomas with them. Then came Jesus, the doors being shut, and stood in the midst, and said, Peace be unto you. Then he saith to Thomas, Reach hither thy finger, and behold my hands. And reach hither thy hand, and thrust it into my side. And be not faithless, but believing. And Thomas answered and said unto him, My Lord and my God. Jesus saith unto him, Thomas, because thou hast seen me, thou hast believed. Blessed are they that have not seen, and yet have believed. Jesus was saying, stop doubting and believe. It takes faith. And I know I speak a lot on faith, but do you know what faith means? Faith is a complete trust and confidence in something or something. And that's, it speaks of faith a lot in the Bible, and I know it's something that Jesus wants us to have and wants us to do. Faith, there's a lot to be said about faith. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. I enjoyed reading it to you all. If you liked it, please hit the like button and subscribe. I do a lesson every Tuesday, and I do something called Fun Facts on Fridays. Bible Fun Facts. I will see you all Friday. You have a good week. I love each and every one of you. Bye.